What's up, guys? I'm at it again. I'm working a 5 a.m. schedule for one of my operators. I didn't have enough per diems to fill the position, so I decided to go ahead and take the schedule so she can have her day off. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. This 5 o'clock schedule, I'd rather work overnight. Oh my God. Before you just getting into a good sleep, and then you got to jump up at 3:30 in the morning to get here at 5. Anyway, it's my that's the radio. So, yeah, this schedule is early, and then I want to put on makeup. I can't even do a full beat face. But yeah, so this is how my Thursday is going. How is your Thursday going? How are you guys doing? How was your Valentine? Shane is in Tucson, so I'll be leaving San Diego and driving to Tucson tomorrow after I get off of work, because I'm going to do the schedule one more time, and that's it. What I'm going to do is put out an email saying, look, PTO is a request off. So if I don't have enough per diems to fill the schedule, you may be denied or declined that request. Because I can't do this and my job too. It's just hard. What else? Yeah, I had a dream last night. It's 7 o'clock, so my 7 o'clock operator should be coming in shortly. So if I just put the camera down abruptly and stop talking, we'll pick this up later. But anyway, y'all, had this dream last night that I was on, it looks like a slip and slide, a white slip and slide, a very long one. And somebody else was standing on it with me. And if I keep looking over because I can see who approaches the door. We have a monitor so we can see who comes to the apartment, who's coming to the department to come in. Anyway, so the slip and slide was really long, and I was on it. I'm assuming I was on it because I saw the whole thing. I was on it and somebody else was on it, and it was like I started running, and just, you know how you do on a slip and slide, and I heard a voice saying, don't stop her, don't stop her. And all of a sudden I just got up. I was able to get up and steady myself. Then I was trying to walk on it, but I was a little unstable trying to walk on it, and I was going back and forth on it. And the voice said, sometimes when you get off the path that you're supposed to be on, your spirit will let you know. That was a dream I had last night. Now, with that being said, I do feel like I should be doing more than I am. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my position a lot here, but I just feel like there's something else that I'm supposed to be doing, like something bigger. Check this out. There's something bigger that I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't know what it is. And we all, I know, as people, want to find out our purpose in life, the true purpose of our existence, because we all have a reason why we're here. Either we're here to motivate, inspire, or teach, or all three. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. I do believe my journey to San Diego was for a bigger purpose than me just being a manager over our communications department in the hospital, which sounds like a big deal, right? But I just feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else. I know when I left Charlotte, before I left Charlotte initially, I did ask God to anoint, bless, and favor this journey. In other words, I say, God, if it's not in your will, don't let me go, block my way. I don't want to go anywhere that is not in your will, because then I know the struggle is going to be real. I was unemployed for about a year and a half, 2 years, off and on, because I was taking temp jobs. But I hadn't managed a call center in like 2 years before I left, and that's what I do. My background is management and call centers. And I remember saying, I'm ready to leave Charlotte. It's time to go. I don't feel like I belong here anymore. And California came up, and like I said, I asked God, if it's not your will, block it. And when I asked for confirmation, everything that came up California, I would walk in the room and there would be a commercial on about California. I would drive down the street and there would be California license plates all around me. Which, in North Carolina, I remember going in a Starbucks, sitting down, editing a vlog, and this guy sat down. He said, what are you doing? I said, oh, I do YouTube videos now and then. And he said, oh, that's interesting. He said, I just came from LA. And I looked down and said, what do you mean? He said, I just came from LA and I was helping with production of a short story type. And I was like, okay. He was actually happened to be a pastor. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, he started telling me about his experiences, and I'm back. He started telling me about his experiences in LA, and I said, okay, God, I hear you. So I knew I was coming to California. I knew I was coming to California. Now, with me getting here, I feel like, oh, these alarms. I feel like my journey is bigger than even I expected. I know when I got here, I had no job. I found a job. I got here in May. I found a job in July. But because of the background check and everything, I didn't start until actually September. Normally it shouldn't took that long, but because I was coming from the East Coast, it took a little longer. It's my brother calling. Hey, what's going on? Hold on. Alright, y'all. It's just crazy, but I'll tell y'all more about when I'll be back. Alright, guys, I'm back. I actually am out of the office, as y'all can see, on my way to Sprint because I have to take all these phones to Sprint and get them activated. There's some phones for the hospital. So I thought I would be able to talk to you guys without as many interruptions because I am out of the office. You know, it's a beautiful day here. Anyway, we were talking about my purpose coming to California. I do feel like it is a bigger purpose for me to come to California. I feel like that job was given to me. No, I take that back. I know that job was given to me by God. I know I was placed in there by God, and that He placed me in there for a reason and a season. Do I believe I'm going to continue my position within that hospital? I do, until God sees fit for me to move on. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. When I went into the department, not only did I not have any training on the process, procedures, and the practices of the hospital, I had to train myself on everything. Now, of course, I have management experience, which means I know how to manage people. Did I know the hospital's policies, procedures, and practices? No. I had to figure those out as I go, and that was not easy. Yeah, so which made for a difficult and challenging time. Very rewarding at the end when I learned what I needed to know as far as my admin duties. But it became challenging because I was not in the know of a lot of stuff, and my operators did not make it easy for me at all. They did not make it easy at all for me. There were some big, huge challenges, and I became so uncomfortable in the department. I was like, God, you gave me this job. Why is all this stuff happening? You know why it happened? Because it wasn't made for me to be rooted there. The situation kept reminding me, you're here for a season. You're here for a season, and only a season. So, because at first, when I first joined the organization, I was like, oh my gosh, I got this job, it's so wonderful, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And then all of a sudden, it started getting a little rocky. I'm like, what is going on? Just to give you some insight, when I say it got rocky, because I didn't know a lot of practices and procedures and policies, my operators took advantage. And I told them, I said, you guys can manipulate a situation right now because I don't know a lot of things. I said, but when I become in the know and find out that you guys have been taking advantage, I'm going to be a little upset. Hold on. To give you an example, when I did become in the know of what was expected of me in my position and my role, my operators got a little bit resentful. So they was really okay with me when it was like, hey, good morning, how you doing? And I go into my office and just sit there and read all day. But when I started holding people accountable and started making some changes that I felt was necessary, then they became upset. From that, I started going into HR. She said this, she said, and just to give you an example, I was taking an HR one time because I hired a young lady, she was Asian, and next thing I know, I'm being called into HR saying that I walked this young lady down the middle of the department saying, telling them, look guys, I just hired me at China Doll. Really? Really? Then 2 weeks later, I was back in HR and they said that I walked out of my office and said, I'm getting ready to get rid of the riffraff in here. First of all, I don't use the word riffraff. So, I mean, that was just some of the challenges. It was like, okay, we got to get rid of her. This girl is doing too much. Because I was making them sign off on stuff that they were supposed to do anyway, but wasn't doing, because the first thing they would say is, where is that documented? Now, anytime I created a document and had them sign off on it, of course I had approval of HR. But again, because I learned the job and was doing the job very well, being effective at it, they became resentful and it became a very harsh environment to work in. Like, I would come to work and they wouldn't speak to me for days, and I'm like, these are some passive aggressive people. Like, they literally are passive aggressive. And I was like over it, but I knew that God had me there for a reason, so I wasn't never afraid for my job, because I was like, when he's ready for me to leave, then I'll move. Other than that, I'm right there. So, I mean, things have calmed down. Let me tell you why. I actually just had somebody come back to work after putting them on admin leave, because she decided to cuss me out and go brag about it. Yep, I just went off on her. Okay, why should I keep asking you guys for the respect that you expect from me? So this is what we're going to do. I'm not playing with you guys no more. I'm not going to ask you to respect me. I'm done. I'm over it. So I did what was necessary, and now they take me seriously. Too bad I had to take that that stand and go to that extreme, but it had to be done. I think I just went off on a little tangent. I believe I did. I think I just went off on a tangent. I didn't mean to go there. I just, not even digressed, I just jumped all over the place. Let me go back to where I once came from. Basically what I'm saying is, I know I'm here for a reason, and God has a reason for me to be here. But he also wanted me to understand that don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable, because there's something else you're going to be doing. But I needed to put you in a place, in a space where you could be self-sufficient and reliant, self-reliant, until I finish clearing up some stuff in the background. Because when God has a blessing for you, that blessing has to be prepared. Like, you don't just pull your dinner out the refrigerator and eat it. You prepare it. You season it. You do whatever you have to do to it. And that's how your blessings are. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna, I think in the last vlog I said I was gonna revamp my channel. I think I know what direction I want to go in it. And I'll talk to you guys later about it. I'm getting ahead in the sprint with all these phones, get them to activate them for me, and then me and my daughter are going maybe on a hike. But I'll talk to y'all later, because I'm not going back to work. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I'm out of here.